Okay, good morning, students.
Good morning,
Morning,
sir.
sir.
How are you today?
Doing fine.
Fine, thank
Thank you.
you. And you?
I am fine too, thank you. Okay, who is absent today?
Fikri.
Okay, what's happened to him?
He's sick.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay.
First thing first, when you receive a bad news or bad information, what will you express?
Upset.
Surprised?
Okay, angry and etc. Correct? Okay, in
Mm-mm.
this
Yes.
in this lesson we will learn about bad news letter, in this case personal letter, but we will not doing writing. In this case we just read. Okay, bad news.
Okay, sir.
Uh, bad news. Bad news letter convey bad news, and they most often involve refusal. Writing a bad news letter. In writing a bad newsletter, write it in such a way that encourages the reader to read till the end, and make the reader understand to the reason for the bad news. And the format for the bad news: opening paragraph, in the middle, uh, give the reasons why you cannot grant the request, then deliver the bad news, and closing paragraph. And the goals of bad newsletter: first, communicate the bad news in a way that the reader understands and keep the goodwill of the reader. Here are the announcing expressions for bad news. Please repeat after me.
Okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but
I'm
I'm
sorry to
sorry to
tell
have to
you
tell
this,
you
but
this, but
I'm afraid I've got something sad to tell you.
I'm afraid
I'm
I've
afraid
got
I've got
something
something
sad to
sad
tell
to
you.
tell you.
I don't know how to announce this, but
I don't
I
know how
don't
to
know how
announce
to
this,
announce this, but
there's no easy way to say this, but
there's no
there's
easy
no
way to
easy
say
way to
this,
say
but
this, but
I feel really bad having to tell you this, but
I feel
I
really
feel
bad
really
having to
bad
tell
having
you
to tell
this,
you this,
but
but
I've got something unpleasant to announce.
I've got something
I've got something
unpleasant to
unpleasant to
announce.
announce.
And here are the responding expressions. Please repeat after me again. How dreadful. I'm really sorry to hear that.
How
How
dreadful. I'm
dreadful.
really
I'm
sorry
really
to hear
sorry
that.
to hear that.
What a shame.
What
What
a
What
a
a
shame.
shame.
what a pity.
What a
What a
pity.
pity.
And how awful.
How awful.
How awful.
My goodness, what a shock. It's hard to believe.
My
My
goodness, what a
goodness.
shock.
What a
It's
shock.
hard
It's hard
to
to
believe.
believe.
That is sad indeed. I can imagine how you feel.
That is
That is
sad
sad
indeed.
indeed. I can
I can
imagine how you
imagine how
feel.
you feel.
What a dreadful news. So sorry. If there's anything I can do.
What
What
dreadful
dreadful
news.
news. So
So
sorry.
sorry if
If
there's
there's
anything I
anything
can
I
do.
can do.
How unfortunate. That's really tough on you.
How
How
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
That's
That's
really
really
tough on
tough on
you.
you.
Okay, here are the example of the bad news. Anyone want to read this? Okay, Sandy, please read this letter.
October 11th, 2010. Mr. John Anderson, 1520 NE, 107th 3rd Avenue, Woodinville, and so on. Dear Mr. Anderson, thank you for your letter of September 15. We appreciate your inquiry concerning your Benson 500 motorcycle. We want to satisfy our customer with high quality product and service. The Benson Bike Shop carries a 1-year warranty on all part and labor under normal usage. Page 6 of your owner manual states that two cycle engines and unloaded gasoline must be used for the warranty to be in effect. Or inspection of your motorcycle engine showed that 10W30 oil had been used, along with leaded gasoline. The use of incorrect oil and gasoline has caused the problem you are experiencing. Our skilled technician can repair your motorcycle engine at the usual rate. The repairs are guaranteed for 90 days. We are confident that we can restore your engine to excellent working condition, and we would be happy to answer any maintenance questions you may have. Please call Repair Center at 4 and so on to tell us if you would like us to proceed with the repairs. As soon as your engine is repaired, you will be able to enjoy riding your Benson 500 once again. Sincerely, Michael Simon, Benson Service Center.
Okay, from this letter, can you mention the bad news?
The bad news is
Okay, the bad news is Mr. Anderson was experiencing bad riding experience on his motorcycle because of the use of incorrect oil and gasoline. Okay, here are the tips, things to avoid when you write the bad news letter. Rifki, please read.
Okay. Don't deliver the bad news in the opening paragraph. Always try to tell what you can do before you say what you can't do. Explain the why before you deliver the bad news. For many readers, once they see the no, they don't pay attention to the why. Remember that a major goal is to maintain a positive relationship with the reader. Do whatever you can to help the reader understand and accept your message. When you are through writing the letter, make sure the message that you cannot grant the request is clear.
Okay, thank you, Rifki. And for the exercises, please read this letter and do these exercises. Please read the letter first. Finish?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, for the exercises, whom is the letter addressed for?
To Mr.
Mr.
Stephen
Stephen
King,
King,
And who wrote the letter?
Chuck Fager, the
Chuck
publisher.
Fager.
And why did the publisher write the letter?
Tell Stephen King that his story rejected.
Okay, I think so. What have we learned today?
About
Uh,
delivering a bad news is
what we should do and don't. The
Oh.
greetings.
yes.
Okay, that's right. And for my conclusion, sometimes in business, you simply cannot avoid writing a letter that has bad news. However, you can try to write the letter in such a way as to maintain a good relationship with the recipient, as well as breaking the bad news in the easiest way. You don't want to your advantage to write an effective bad news letter. I think that's enough for today. Thank you very much, and please do your homework at page 31. Thank you
Thank you,
and
sir.
have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.